Hey YouTube, what's up? Today is February 7th, 2012, and yeah, so it's 11 a.m. Aren't you proud of me? Aren't you proud of me? I'm not making this at freaking midnight or whatever. But sorry I didn't make a video yesterday. Blah blah blah. Everyone's always like, why do you apologize for not making videos? Because I feel like you should, and I feel like I should. But so yesterday I went to see my mom and see my little sisters and stuff. And so just the way it worked out, I didn't like have time to film the vlog before, and I didn't take my laptop with me, so I did not film while I was there, a vlog thing. But what I did film was part of a little sketch thing while I was there. So that should be pretty funny. I'm not finished with it yet. I'm not done filming it. But I filmed like the ending of it and some stuff. And I think I'm going to put a little clip of it in today's Tuesday video. But I think it's going to be pretty funny. My little sisters helped me write it, and it's called like Three Nerds. So they helped me do the beginning of it and stuff, and I added like the ending to it and junk like that. But that's what we filmed yesterday. So I think I'm going to go back later tonight and spend the night with them again and film the majority of it. But it should be awesome. It should be funny. And hopefully by next Tuesday I'll be done with it, and that can be my Tuesday video. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It should be awesome. She got to give me a little black eye and stuff like that, and it's gonna be cool. But I went to see Chronicle, and it was awesome. If you haven't seen it, I would totally suggest you to go see it. I mean, I like the whole idea behind it, the whole like premise behind it. Like people with telekinesis and stuff like that. And the reason why is because throughout history, there's like people that have been supposedly like recorded that have telekinesis and stuff like that. Like they say like there's monks and stuff that can levitate, which I found it funny that in the actual movie Chronicle they mentioned that at one point. They mentioned floating monks, but that's one thing that is a real thing. Is all types of weird stuff like that. But that's something that I do believe in, is that gifted individuals in the world, like people who have like weird abilities to like not necessarily move things with their mind and stuff like that, which you know, I feel like does exist. But people who can also do things like premonitions and junk like that, people who like have like weird glimpses of like future things and stuff like that. Like when people have deja vu and they just simply call it deja vu, but they literally like, if you're having deja vu, then you literally thought of that before you had it, and then you had that exact moment in time, and that's why you're like, whoa, I had deja vu. But that's literally you. It sounds weird, but foreseeing the future. So I don't know. I feel like we always write off things like that because we've created so many movies like X-Men and weird things like that, that when someone actually talks about things like that, we just laugh it off and we're like, huh, that only happens in movies. But, I totally feel like there's gifted individuals in the world who have a slight abilities like that, I feel like Chronicle was a very extreme version, but gifted people do exist in the world, like who can do weird things. And it's funny, but a lot of them are children because they're not taught that that's wrong and that it's impossible. So when you're a child, you're a limitless person. Your imagination is very bloomed, and there is no limitations to you really. You're a little kid. You're like, I can do anything. I could be a dinosaur if I wanted to. And as you get older, that whole mentality of like, there are no limits and there are no boundaries is really broken down by the so-called real world. But it's just people telling you things that you can't do. And I feel like, there's probably a lot of really gifted people in the world who were much more gifted as children, who basically had everyone tell them that it wasn't real and it was fake and it was all a part of their imagination. And so they quit like practicing that, or they quit like believing that they could do certain things. And so ultimately that they've kind of forgotten how to do things. But if you feel that way about things, which is kind of how I feel, is that there are gifted people in the world, it really was awesome to go watch Chronicle, because it was, like I said, like a very almost extreme version of like that type of reality. But it was really cool and really like awesome to watch it, because it wasn't like Star Wars in the sense of like, I have force powers. Like they compared it to real world things and actually called it telekinesis and other things like that. So I was like, oh, that's cool, you know. And it's kind of funny that it's from a crystal, because crystals are the number one thing in this world right now, in planet Earth, that hold the most data out of everything we've ever had. So CDs, all that other junk, no. Like, crystals hold the most data out of everything. This has been proven, like, scientifically and stuff. And the problem we have with that is that we have not created a way to read the data yet. So we can look at it and see that it's like capable of holding data, and see that it's capable of holding almost infinite data, but we don't know how to read it. So it's really cool that, you know, there's like crystals and stuff like that kind of like involved in the movie and junk. If you haven't seen it, totally just spoiled a little bit of it, but I apologize, but that's how I feel about it. I thought it was really awesome, and if you're a person who's actually looked into things like that, then I feel like you will totally enjoy the movie more than just your average person who's like, I'm just simply watching a movie that's all completely fake and means nothing to reality. Like, if you've actually studied that type of stuff and you go watch it, you'll be like, oh wow, that's really cool. You know, if you watch the trailer, they also talk about how they're comparing it to a muscle in the brain, which is actually a scientific study of that there is a muscle in our brain that a lot of people don't understand how to use and stuff. And the only way we use it is we use it with kinetic energy, meaning I'm using that muscle by moving my arms and stuff, because I'm using the energy, pushing it into the muscles and making it a physical force of energy, instead of simply pushing the energy out of my body, not to move things within my body, but to move things outside of my body. There's a whole lot of like studies and stuff on this actual topic. So it was really cool to kind of see it involved in a movie that is very modern times and stuff. So if you haven't seen Chronicle, I would suggest you go see it. I really liked it and thought it was really cool. Well, I need to go get a shower and get ready and stuff, and I'm going to film my awesome Tuesday video. And boner, boner, boner. And I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow with my live show. So if you didn't know I'm doing that, I'm doing live shows right now. You can go to younow.com/users/SwiftKarateChop. I'll put the links below. But that I know of, I'll be on at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But I'll put all the times and stuff below. But alright, I gotta go now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. It's only a day away. Alright, bye. Deuces, YouTube. Yeah.